Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4, where today we are maybe approaching an end to this scenario. Gosh, I hope so. First things first, are we reasonably able to clear this haunted graveyard this turn? We should probably, there's not really a good reason to attack right now. If we just end a turn, we'll get a little bit of healing. Yeah, let's just give that a second. The ship we can sail around to here. If we can provide a little bit of backup to Decimus's push, I bet we can make this happen, even though we are coming at them pretty short-handed. So that being the case, do I want to maybe... No, you know what? I'm going to stay in the water. He's approaching in the water. I'm going to approach in the water. And I think I'm going to merge these two armies up for the moment. Alright, you've already been given orders. Okay, yeah, we'll worry about evil presences later. Do we have any, meaningful transformation spells to cast? Yeah, we get Reveler's Heart up. And I do, in fact, want that. That is a spell well worth having. It's going to take forever for it to actually cast, but we'll get there. Okay. Still didn't actually figure out the Crystal Thicket. There's a lot going on. Now, my biggest concern is that Decimus's armies are going to not actually make the move. You see this a lot in strategy games where it looks like an allied force is preparing to do something, and then they end up just kind of wobbling back and forth. But, I mean, you have a lot of armies. It's nice when there's some kind of control mechanism. It's nice when there's some kind of coordination mechanism, is what I mean. When you can say to them, hey, go do this thing, and then you can know that they're actually going to do it, and you can be behind them. They would give us 80 mana for 30 gold. Oh, no, sorry, they want 30 gold. You know what? Consider this a gift. I don't even need your mana. There you go, buddy. All yours. We are friends. So, first things first. This outpost. Found a city of Red Sea Dogs. Oh, we could found the city as a city of the seafarers since we are now their keeper. That's interesting. No, found it as one of these. And then when we get back to 500 Imperium, we'll buy City Cap. And you just live on top of this so that it can't get captured by our ally for some reason. It's ridiculous that that is a concern. Alright, we're like one turn behind you, friends. And that is 9 units. Is Nimue herself there? It doesn't look like it. We saw her on the west edge of the map, not all that long ago. It was a while, I suppose. Alright, so... we healed a little bit. This should be a pretty easy knockout. And I won't feel too bad if the tier 1 dies, because we're going to ideally replace him with a better unit anyway. I will say this whole army is actually looking pretty soft. Yeah, okay. I'm not surprised by that outcome at all. All right, infestation cleared. Hell yeah. We got a unicorn. Tier 3 Celestial Shock unit. It doesn't do anything. It has no abilities. That's interesting. And a helmet of a circlet, of mind protection, which seems fine. Take reward, good enough. Do you not? Okay, no, you have attacks and stuff. And in fact, cruel weaponry. So phase, a basic charge strike. Okay. Yeah, you seem fine. Also, a Razorback. So let's go ahead and sort the tier 1 out for sure. What does this army need more? We probably don't need the ranged unit so much. So you two can merge up. And let's head south. We still have this thing to clear. Also, gosh, that seems like a That seems like a new unit that was not there before. I'm pretty sure. I feel like I would have remembered that thing. Enemy units within a 2-hex radius take 30 damage and lose... okay. Lose 5 morale. That should either say lose 5 morale or sustain damage and -5 morale. Losing -5 morale is gaining 5 morale, which is, I'm sure, not what they mean. All right. That city is being cityified. Yeah, here's hoping that we can make a combined push here that is successful. I don't know if allied forces are allowed to back each other up in this game. In a lot of these military strategy games, a player that you are in a true alliance with, you can merge your forces on the battlefield. I can't see any reason that wouldn't be the case here, especially because like there's not going to be any major balance concerns or anything because everybody really has access to the same units because of the way the knowledge system works. Why even move your units? Like, why take an army of 6 and turn it into a group of 4 and a group of 2 if you're just moving them to the same space to merge them back into an army of 6? Ugh, and it looks like he is not, in fact, going where we want him to be going. All right, on our turn, we'll see if there is, in fact, a way to call for an attack on Siren's Throne. Because between the two of us, I'm sure we could do it. Auto discarded. Okay, whatever. Is there a way to ask for coordination of any kind? It doesn't look like it. Yeah. So doing this just zooms the map to, yeah, okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any way to actually ask for a coordinated attack. And if my troops land, I think we're probably in bad shape because we're gonna get 3 stack versus 2 stack attacked. Although right now they only have, yeah, I guess let's draw closer. Right now they only have 10 total units. So in a situation where we are rolling stack against stack, we would defeat them. My concern is that they probably will not, that will not remain the case. All right, so this has become a proper city now. I guess you don't need to be here anymore. But you know what? Just stay there. There's no reason for you to go anywhere else. So this looks like this looks a little bit harrowing. We have bonus healing inside our own territory, right? Let's spend a turn in our inside of our borders here, healing up. You're good for right now. You're good for right now. I think I do want to just wait for the 500 Imperium. And this city is going to need to build all of the everything. So we're definitely getting knowledge. And from that, a critter. Okay, it's not always going to be a high value critter. But yeah, we'll get that as well as soon as we can. So just food, right? And we don't yet have access to teleporters. I don't think. Where is access to teleporters? A province improvement which enables an army to teleport from one teleporter to another. Mana. What the fuck? Tell me what unlocks it. Tell me what it costs. Like, why are these not, like, full encyclopedia entries? And this just allows you to use the teleporters of the person. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we don't have them yet. Okay, we are allowed to take a thing here. We definitely want to quarry one of these two. I don't think it matters terribly which one. Ooh. All right, that's a tier 4 friendly animal creature. What exactly is your role in combat there, friend? Okay, you're a charging fighting unit. I think I'm gonna bounce the unicorn. Gosh, the voice clips they recorded for the goblins are really something. All right. Did this thing gain an animal? It did. It gained a tier 4. That's fun. All right. Well, so I was trying to save up some gold, right? I might want to just produce merchandise for the moment. Because we have to get to 800 to start the building. And I think we're going to disregard join offers for exactly that reason. Yeah, all right. I need you to turn around. Just get up here on land. We could do this. We could totally do this. But I need you to cooperate. Oh, Nimue is moving a force in. Decimus. Ugh, he wants to take Portentium first. I mean, it's not. I don't even think that's a bad idea. We could end the game, you know? Alright, Revels of Blood is fun. Revels of Carnage, less exciting, honestly. Not nearly as cool. The Scald's pretty good. That didn't actually... Why did that not select? Okay, we will not, in fact, respond to Hero's offer to join. Alright, with everybody in tow, it does say low risk. Ooh, that's annoying. The fact that they're standing on the clover is actually giving them a pretty meaningful buff. Okay, so we lose the smaller army entirely. You know what? I'm just going to take it. I don't think it matters all that much. Clearing them is the only thing that really counts there. Cool, we got a boat. I do feel like if you win a battle like that on land, the unit that you get from it should have to be a land unit. They shouldn't be able to give you a unit that couldn't stand on the space where the battle happened. Oh, I guess actually a hero leveled up is the thing I care about. All right, what do we want to gain for you? Do we have good training skills left? Endurance training is 15 HP and status resist, not defenses. Oh, plus accuracy, plus crit chance, for sure. The better your units are, the more valuable that's going to be. So that's a 492 that reads as. I don't know, maybe we should just hang back. So do I want to move you? I don't know, it might not be necessary, honestly. But I guess we should have people gather at like Flotsam at the very least, right? All right, you're just gonna hang out for the moment. I'm not gonna try to rush them right now because I'm definitely worried about the potential for the generation of new stacks. So they're showing 1334 overall right now. We would read as about 1600. But of course, we cannot attack them this turn. We're all one space short. And if they engage with us in water, it'll be valuable to have this thing here. We'll just get a little closer and then let them produce if they're going to produce, and if they're not, then maybe we can rush them next turn. Because if we could take them down, if we could take down 2 stacks of units on the throne, maybe we could siege the place out, especially given that their defenses are going to be distracted and spread out. Your advisors mentioned that Ruffheim announced costly plans to import food. Do I care about that? Is that a thing that... So Ruffheim would lose gold but gain stability and get a population? No, it would get a little bit of progress toward a population. This is not any better. I don't really want to lose 57 gold per turn. I certainly don't want to lose 92 gold per turn. Yeah, this is fine, whatever. It's income that we're losing. We have the raw money to build the Warlord's Pavilion anyway. Gosh, that's a long build. Let's increase our city cap. That should get us some gold back. There we go. Oh, Nimue was just defeated in combat, which is actually not great. I'm not doing anything, you big fucking baby. Alright, so next turn we'll buy a population here to make sure we grab that. And obviously more animals and stuff. Yeah, Nimue being defeated is tricky because it means that she's going to reappear at home base within the next couple of turns. And that's going to be complicated for us. We can certainly crush this thing. Interesting. Despite the fact that we moved closer, we still aren't actually able to attack. Okay, I can launch an attack on this army. So I guess let's go ahead and do it. We can attack the units apart from sieging the city, and then we can... Yeah. That's worth it, right? No, don't siege the... Is that unit considered to be inside the city despite literally not being inside the city? I guess so. You know what? That's not a good idea. Because if we commit to the siege now, we don't have any gold to start building projects. And after the first turn, I believe it locks in your siege slots. But now that we've gotten up on land, I do need you to move away. You're actually quite a bit faster than this octopus army. Alright, yeah, there's nothing for you to do except head toward the front. And same with you, I guess. Wait, this is... Oh, no, hold on. I didn't realize this is a passage. I was about to sail all the way around the cape over here. But this isn't land at all. What am I doing? Yeah, if I'm not able to attack them, and they're allowed to just sit there and reinforce for 5 or 6 turns, I do not think it is a good idea to have this force on land. Okay, let's have you cut through here instead. Oh, Flotsam's gaining population on its own. Interesting. New rally has started. That's a thing that's actually worth looking into. Reveler's Heart. Yeah, definitely the Red Sea Dogs. Even more transformations. Never enough transformations. All right, so... No, wait, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Abort. So... if we're summoning units to shore up a third army, I mean, they're going to be garbage, right? Maybe that's not worth doing. The small chance to get as much as a tier 2 animal feels pretty bad. So how do we want to position for this? For right now, I think we still have like dominant combat capacity. I'm going to move over here. And we're going to try to stay near our friendly armies, I guess. She's about to lose a bunch of territory to them. I really wish that they were more interested in winning. I don't know, you're probably fine there. Just keep an eye out. What is going to be the fastest way down here? Yeah, do something like that. Just get over there. You can probably also... yeah. Sorry, not inside of Otto's territory. I forgot. And then we wanted to... make sure that we could grab this. Get ourselves a spider. Okay. Decent. Hey, buddy, rather than using that 5-unit army to harass me and steal my shit, maybe you could put it to some use against our mutual enemy. Just a thought. Drowngate doesn't have a ton of defenses. My life would be a lot easier if we had a friendly city on this landmass. Alright, let's see what these armies are going to do now that Potentium is under control. It looks like their eyes are headed this way. Do we see anything in particular? Not yet. A lot of stuff in the north is burning. That might be Otto's doing. Yeah, totally could be. Got ourselves a Scald. So Call of the Wild's not terrible. Neither is Aspect of the Root, though. We could at this point take on a hero, couldn't we? Might actually be a meaningful thing to do. Alright, do that. do that. We'll merge up our sea turtles. I don't think that I don't think there's going to be any meaningful naval combat at any point here. Do we want to throw down another hero? We can wait until next turn, probably. What else do we want out of Flotsam? I guess just more gold. Same deal over here. Okay. So yeah, Nimue respawned on top of us because somebody else killed her somewhere else. Pretty annoying. I'm assuming that... So there's no way to retreat. When is the retreat button ever lit? It is weird that it's just always grayed out, right? Is there some kind of special thing that has to be true for you to have the ability to retreat? Of course, the game encyclopedia doesn't have the word retreat in it anywhere. Well... Yeah, and she was allowed to just buy stacks and stacks and stacks of units. Gosh, I wish our ally hadn't decided that it's not a good idea to win the game. Well, if we auto-combat, obviously we're going to get annihilated. The thing is, if we manual combat here, we're also going to get annihilated. These armies are kind of unimpressive, so I kind of think... What we're going to do here is we're going to hit retry and we're going to move all of the units onto the retreat things, and we're going to see who comes out of it. Almost none of these units are worth saving. Like the Hawk and... Yeah, almost none of these units are worth saving. The heroes. So I'm not too upset if things don't work out here. The unit will either die or scatter and reappear at one of your cities, and there's no way to know, and there's no way to influence that, as far as I can tell. Stuff will happen, and things you will be told later what that stuff was. Yeah, the AI killing Nimue somewhere as we were approaching was real bad for us. So this is a bunch of level 1 or tier 1 and 2 units. We're gonna just let whatever happens here happen. Like I said, we're probably not actually relevant to our armies are probably not actually relevant to this victory. It's clear that the other AI players could kill Nimue whenever they want, and the reason they're not doing it is for funsies. They're just racking up the score, I guess. So they'll do it if they'll do it, and if not, we are accumulating an awful lot of knowledge gain. I am really curious why there is never a retreat option, though. All right, y'all, come on. Because, like, at the very least, the retreat button on that screen should do the thing I'm doing right now, right? Okay. So is that accurate? Are those the units that are going to show back up? Probably not. There's still... The game is tremendously bad at giving us information, so who fucking knows? I was falsely denounced? Do I get to make that call? I can say your denunciation is bullshit? Okay, yeah, the denunciation, I guess, requires a specific harm, and there was no specific harm here. I don't know what would compel this player to do that thing. It doesn't really make any sense for them, but whatever, it's fine. So what is next? Probably fisheries, right? We could set up a quarry over here. This is of non-zero value. Check it out. It's a sweet fire horse. All right. So you are just gonna get on land, and we're gonna form up a little bit here. Let's build a little bit of a naval group. Does any of this matter? Nope, none of those are real notifications. Okay, so we're ready to build military force here if we need to. We only have 40 draft. There we go. So that's probably a thing that's worth doing. They're getting in the water, but they have, of course, made sure to give Nimue enough time to form up for a defensive group, so they are going to have less success than they might otherwise. Why is this infinite turns? Oh, you don't do research while your leader is in the astral void. Seems quite arbitrary, but fine. I mean, your leader is definitely not the one doing the research, right? Other rulers started a war. Is this Otto going to war with? Yeah, it sure is. Good to know. Otto trying his absolute best to make sure that the game ends in victory for Nimue, despite the fact that that is supposed to be the opposite of his concern. All right, you have orders already. You live here for now. All right, so that's a bunch more ground troops for Decimus that hopefully are actually going for the Simon's Throne. It seems like he should be able to make a win happen here. He's got a really, really good position. All right. If we were to start building units here. Okay, we have some build times, but you know, stuff's coming along. Really curious what is going to happen down here. Especially since it seems like Nimue is sailing away from the Simon's Throne. If Decimus just brought all of his troops together, he could end the game probably roughly whenever he wants. Okay, they're making landfall. They're going to go for it, it looks like. They just wanted to wait until my troops were dead so that we would be coming at it piecemeal in the weakest way possible. And then somewhere Otto is probably trying to get a bunch of Decimus's troops killed. There's an autumn fairy. It's asking for this year's harvest to nurture the creatures of the wild. Will you make that sacrifice? So growth in Roughheim is blocked, but we get a nature boon, which is not actually super meaningful. You know what? Yeah, sure. I will take a unit and an option that has really no downsides. That seems fine. All right, get our hero back on the way to the place. We don't quite have the gold to hire a high-level hero, so we're going to hold off yet. Whetstone should produce a battle ritual site. Yeah. Yeah, there's even more of Decimus' troops coming in this way. This seems like, Oh, and Otto had a little outpost here that I totally forgot about. Yeah, it seems like Decimus is on top of this stuff. I'm going to just run this boat back to join my naval group. Should probably be watching down here during Nimoy's turn, though. Are they running around the Siren's Throne? Why would they be doing that? Okay, well, these troops are clearly headed directly for it, though. Let's see if Nimue turns her forces around. I don't actually see those other armies that she ran out here. I presume they didn't fight this force, because this force seems completely undiminished. Yeah, I don't know. This is looking really good for us, though. Here's a question. In this scenario, I think all that has to happen for us to win is for Nimue to be defeated. Okay, allied victories are a thing in this game. How do I... Do you get an allied victory just if your ally gets a victory, or... What does allied victory actually mean? Provinces count when they belong to your cities directly, when they belong to free cities with bonded vassalage. But yeah, it's not clear, like, if your ally's territory contributes to an expansion victory, like if you're working toward that together, or... The encyclopedia is really bad. They gotta work on that. All right, which affinity are we most concerned with? A Chaos Eater seems like fun. It sounds like a fun thing. Close range battle mage unit that thrives on eating negative status effects. Has a pretty weak attack. But also it deals negative status effects randomly. That's potentially interesting. I gotta say, this Tome of Pandemonium, not really blowing my hair back. What about the Tome of Devastation? Well, you can unleash the Warhounds. Yo, that seems like a fun siege project. The Warbreed is a monstrous shock unit. Okay, it's got a great big cleaving attack. That seems good. You know, this seems like a winner. Flame burst weapons. Whenever this unit kills another unit, it explodes. That's pretty cool. Yeah, alright. Good enough for me.
Above all, the fray. Those who live and breathe war will always grapple for victory.
Alright, we can build a Seed of Chaos now if we want to, and I think, you know, definitely think we want to. This is almost done. Maybe I'm just going to rush this out. What would it cost to start the Seed of Chaos? It's pretty expensive. It doesn't really matter where this goes, but like obviously it'd be cool for it to be on the mainland. Like I'm probably just going to put it here and then put the other one on top of that research post so that we can have the same group of units defend them. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Whetstone can grab another province. We probably actually don't need all that much more gold, but I also don't like care about developing this town at all. Oof, rough. We just got a tier 1 animal that time. Alright, well, figure out a way to get down here. Really? You can't? Okay. We'll figure it out next turn. Should I be... No, we are, in fact, going to just meet around the cape here. My concern with going this way is Otto, you know. Otto electing to make things difficult for us because he hates winning. Alright. Aspect of the route is actually a unit enchantment that is probably worth running. But all of a sudden we have 117 unit upkeep. So maybe we chill out on spending any more mana for the moment. You know what? I will take your mana in exchange for some gold. Sure. Alright, how is this all going to go? So the one army that was near Siren's Throne ran up toward Drowngate. Seems like Otto is reluctant to actually attack the throne. Which I do not care for. Some of these units must be intended for it, though. Or, you know, maybe. I suppose it could be... join us in our war. We shall make Otto regret this. Declining will break your alliance with Decimus. This is considered a very slightly evil act. Okay. Accepting his call gives you 39 grievance points to use against Otto directly. Okay, I mean... Sure, I accept. This is like a total waste of our time, but out of curiosity, what does negotiating a truce look like in this game? We've never seen one before. We've never had reason before. Okay, the war duration must be at least 5 turns. Makes sense to me. I sure did. This turn, we can definitely afford to hire in a hero. So I don't think a duelist is a bad call. What is your deal? You're a chosen children. Okay, so you're more of an axe unit. You have a massive longsword. Don't suppose there's a wizard among you. You're a friend of ogres. That's kind of cool. You have a decent bow. It would be kind of cool if we could get a wizard, though. You have a big sword. So we do have access to some casters, it looks like. They're just more like red Sea Dogs units. Okay, I mean, you know what? The thing is, I want somebody to give that that armor to, right? Don't have anything else laying around. Okay. Just get you over here as well. All right, Flotsam finished its draft building. And here we have the units that retreated successfully. Not as many as one might have liked. Okay, got sort of a an army of random monsters. Okay, and we do get to build over top of these. Absolutely, just give me that. And just a cool carrion bird. Not, unfortunately, a very high level creature. I do like it an awful lot when we get like random tier 4s. Also, I didn't realize, but we have the ability to grab another research post here, so we probably ought to. All right, there we go. The tier 4. That's more like it. Got ourselves some rainbow clover, which is rad. This city needs a little bit more love, but we can grab some fisheries and stuff. Well, we want to grab the land province first, obviously, so that we can spawn an actual ground unit. Rot Steak probably can't build anything that I would actually care about at this point. Yeah, not really. Up in Magnaford, plus 10 knowledge per research post. Hell yeah. There's not a ton that these cities way back here can build that will be interesting for the war effort, because they're so far back, but we can certainly be heading toward another victory type then. All right, so did we hire the one who is was a friend to ogres? Probably not, because there's no units. I don't remember. I already don't remember which one it was that we grabbed. You were the... Okay, yeah, you were the Astral Enchanter. Yeah, that's probably better. That's probably more relevant. Because, like, building units all the way up here for a conflict that's going to take place down there is probably not a real plan. Oh, is it time for the siege? Nope, it's time for everybody to get in boats. Because we're fucking leaving. I guess, y'all, you know, do what you want. So we have 18 units live right now. Let's not include the Arcanist. I think we're over that level 1 thing. And I guess actually I need to drop 2 units from this army. Or from these armies. We definitely want to keep the tier 3 ranged unit. I guess the Storm Scale Serpent isn't all that impressive. What am I doing? Select the army that is the birds. There we go. Merge that army onto here. And you lot, step forward. Okay, so we're getting some pretty decent healing per turn just sitting inside of our own territory here. I think let's get ready to get in the water. And I guess we just have, you know, backup stock. Oh, this army is short a body. Why is that? I don't know. We could drop one of these in, but honestly, I don't know that we need to. It does seem, though, like we need to make sure we're building mana. Is every unit that you build always has a mana upkeep cost, which I did not realize? It says 12 gold per turn upkeep. Well, I guess we have enchantments up, right? So that's probably where it's coming from. We don't have a Scald yet. Y'all are good for the turn. Y'all are good for the turn. Alright, we have lots of cities where we can build pretty cheap mana buildings. It's been a while since we tried. Magnaford can grab just a fishery. Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot. I was trying to build... Well, whatever. It's not like we need more land units right now. We're already at a point where we're going to have a hard time coordinating all the ones we have. Yeah, let's head up this way. We can maybe do some damage, or at least give Decimus one less thing to worry about. Or consume some units as they're leaving there. Sure, whatever. Wasn't paying enough attention to that. I am at war, I suppose. Ugh, this asshole's he's actually gonna make me fight a little bit. Man, I don't want to have to pay attention to this shit. Well, we can do rally at the capital and produce a stack there relatively quickly. I guess this is your army. Congratulations. Nope, trying to select the stack. So that's an army of Otto's stuff. And we should probably blow up Otto's stuff when we can for the purpose of okay, yeah, you do get to bring your allies' stacks into battle. That's cool. We should probably blow up Otto's stuff when we can for the purposes of making the truce negotiations more straightforward. All right. Do that. It's probably good for us to win battles where we're both involved for diplomatic reasons. Composition wise, this army could probably use a ranged unit more. Well, I guess the hero is probably the one to include, right? There we go. Okay, so now that's a pretty safe battle, except I can't actually do it. Because I'm going to be out of movement, right, as soon as I get in the water. Okay, I have to be in the water and I can't. Yeah. All right, that's fine. Let's all get in the water then. Except for you. You can't. Okay, so my hope is that these units were just getting in the water to fight those boats, and now that the boats are dealt with, they'll turn around. But at the very least, we can run our own forces down here and try to use the strength of of Decimus's armies against Nimue indirectly, since he won't fight her directly. Yeah, gosh, this is some of the some of the most "we refuse to win the game" behavior I think I've ever seen. I can speed up the other player's turns if I just match right click, which is kind of fun. Okay, Chairman of Red Sea Dogs Council approaches your throne. Encourage all Red Sea Dogs to seek out companionship with their kindred animal. Yeah, we love animals. So we could gain the Mark of the Otter trait. That's interesting. Minus 20 stability when there is no friendly animal within their domain. That's not very good, frankly. You want to take one of my deep sea Nemu. Or we could just fuck up our stability for, you know, whatever. Okay, that's fine. A lot of dumb bullshit is happening. We are going to disregard most of it. All right, we may as well pursue this and kill it because these two forces have to wait a turn anyway. Because this thing can only get in the water this turn. Huh. It's interesting that that was marked as a unit that I could, in fact, catch up with. Like it was within my move range. And then it wasn't anymore. Well, guess what? The octopus gets it. Alright. Pretty clean victory. My hope is that when we get to 5 turns into the war, we can just tell Otto, hey, we're done. The fighting is over now. You lose. Come on. It's so hard to select units. I don't know why it would be the case. Well, I do. I was going to say, I don't know why it would be the case that you wouldn't just auto-select the unit when you're clicking around a hex that has an army in it. But the answer is because they made it so that there are some mechanics for which you need to actually select the ground, like starting an outpost. I don't think I want to go very far with my ships. I want to keep them like in this area. I guess yeah, we can come up here and we can meet our stuff coming through the pass. Well, build the shrine in any case. Here we can build... We cannot build a monolith because we do not have a conduit. Do we have anything that counts as a conduit? This is a farm. I don't think so. Yeah, bummer. Okay, so this city kind of doesn't have anything that contributes anymore. I think we're sort of done getting things that matter here. I guess it's not impossible that this could become sort of a front line. Do need to make a shrine. We do also need to make an academy, but the mana probably comes first here. You already have production, but you want to build another place. You know, quarry, I suppose. That is a big ass caustic worm. Okay. It has a cool movement animation. Okay, we are at 3 turns. Oh, and we're actually building up a lot of Imperium. I should be keeping an eye on this. Okay, this is how we get our teleporters. Do I want to build the teleporters now? Yeah, you know what? Actually, that's probably a thing worth pursuing right now. This might be the thing to grab next. Because this at least lets the, like, the caustic worm get somewhere meaningful. So let's build ourselves a teleporter. Oh, teleporters cost mana. Let's not build ourselves a teleporter just yet. Yeah, it's a little rough. Gosh, I hope you're actually going to take Drown Gate at least. It does look a little bit like the units intend to just sort of like run around aimlessly in front of the cities, which suggests that the enemy AI on the strategic level, the AI behavior in general, obviously these players are not enemies, on the strategic level is no better than it is on the tactical level, which is definitely not great. All right, this way, friends. Okay, doing an okay job of massing up here. All right, so we'll be able to sweep south pretty effectively here. Do I want to cast anything? I probably don't want to create any more upkeep, right? Ooh, some of this magic has gold upkeep per unit as well. The thing is, flame burst weapons would be super rad to have. That's going to be an extra 42 mana per turn. Ugh, all right. You know what? Actually, maybe we wind it up and we just don't actually cast it until we're right about to... Yeah, maybe that's the way to go. Wind it up and then don't cast it until we're right about to enter battle. All right, we probably don't need to build any more units than this. I think we're set on incoming. And do I want you to go? I might just have you hang out in the city. We'll get teleporters eventually. Okay, Roughheim's producing mana structures as quickly as we can. But, you know, there's only so much that can be done. We can afford to bleed mana at this rate for a very long time, so I guess I shouldn't be too stressed about it. Looks like Drown Gate is completely surrounded by enemy troops. Is it, whose turn is it? It just says like opponents are moving. I really do wish that it kept the symbol of the current player's turn here, because it says it at the beginning of the turn and then it doesn't give you any information again until the beginning of the next player's turn. All right, well, if we spam right click, we know we can make all their units move faster for some reason. There we go. It is still Decimus's turn. He is devoted to not getting anything accomplished, it would seem. All right, 2 research cycles for the next thing. Unleash the Warhounds is kind of a fun idea. Oh, those are just the crummy little tier 1 units, though. I mean, it would have to be something like that for it to be reasonable for you to get 6 of them, right? Let's go ahead and buy this, because we're definitely going to want that when we arrive. All right, and this one army is going to be a little bit behind. But I'm not going to stress about it too much. We are going to move the other armies at full speed. All right. My domain. Oh no. Oh, that unit's like all the way over here. Okay. That's just an iron golem, right? It's like a single iron golem. Yeah, we don't have the best units for this stuff. We could also just like produce something here. How long would it take to build a couple of okay units? Yeah, like a berserker followed by a glade runner, or these two units together should be sufficient, I would think. Oh, Magniford gets to build a, gets to take a settlement as well, a region, so we get to, actually, maybe I can just kill you with my tier 4 spider straight up. Oh, there's a stealth unit. Interesting. So you can only retreat when you're the attacker, I guess. All right, well. Oh, trying to select the unit. There we go. All right. If they want to get aggressive with us, I think that should be sufficient to survive. Hopefully. And the mana problem is just getting worse and worse and worse. Well, they are continuing to approach Drowngate at least. They're doing a great job of providing a big distraction. Okay, so next turn we should make landfall. The turn after that should be no problem to be in full siege mode. We have a backup army on the way, made up of some actually pretty decent units. We don't want to cast the spell just yet. I know about my domain. Let's see. Ooh, cities gain +5 mana for each resource node. That's definitely worth getting. Maybe the thing to save up for next. Rite of Awakening will be strong as well, but we gotta get that constant mana income first. Raising cities yields +20 permanent income. Permanent income is pretty cool. Yeah, I think we are probably saving up for those mana improvements. Okay. We're not casting Flameburst weapons yet. Whetstone can produce for us a mana obelisk. That seems worthwhile. Rot Stake sadly cannot do the same. We should probably do a little bit of stability work here. Okay. Nope, let me select the damn... There we go. Feel like we could just run them off pretty easily. Alright, we're pretty far off of getting any territory expansion here. Otto is asking for a huge amount of gold. So the trade value of this to me is way lower than the trade value to him, but yeah, all right. Like, I don't actually care that much. I just thought it would be nice to get my units, you know, safe passage everywhere. But okay, that's fine. So let's make sure we're banking up some resources here so that we can afford to throw a bunch of siege projects on all at once. This has become a full stack already, but it's mostly not that dangerous. The Entwined Protector seems like an okay unit. Alright, there goes that siege. Alright, let's set it up. So, they have 55 points here. We're not going to do the whole siege right now. But what can we change this to? So, obviously I don't love Headlong Assault. We could do like 332, right? We could get 18 points here, which would get us there in that's annoying. That's 4 turns, right? Yeah, 3 times 18 is 54. So we have to do Headlong Assault if we want to get them in 3 turns. Well, then I think we do it because I really do want to get it done. So let's go ahead and do this. We will also construct onagers. And then that's 18 already. We actually only need 1 more point. So we could break battlements. We could undermine the walls, but I kind of want to just get rid of their towers. This is their capital, so it's going to have the most effective towers. Let's just dump those. That'll get us a 3-turn breach. And then everybody else just get on. Nope. Okay. Cool, great. That's definitely what I wanted, but I'm trying to select my army here. Interesting. Did my units not even get on land? Huh, you would think they would have to. Well, whatever. If it works, it works. Jump in the water in front of them. Not that I think it's going to matter, and you guys are just staying here and playing defense in the bay. Alright. Let's see what happens. It would have been nice if our ally... Okay, that was weird. Camera movement. It would have been nice if our ally would have just done the thing that makes us win, but this is, you know, he's enabling the win himself. That's almost good. It's very close to smart. Okay. You recollect your former life. I just don't... This cannot possibly matter. We can instantly finish a research. We could gain a war shaman. We could get 4 turns worth of draft. I don't really... I mean, this gets us a unit, right? And it's probably better than the other unit. Let's see here. We want it to be a land province. So, yeah, it's going to be something kind of crummy. I mean, Akori's the best we're going to do here. Okay, that's a pretty good unit. And then I think from here, we're going to call it. This is where we're going to leave it off for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When y'all return next time, hopefully we're putting this map to bed. I gotta say, I'm a little unsure. Like, we put this on hard, right? What I was about to say is I gotta say hard doesn't actually seem all that difficult. But I'm assuming hard probably affects the basic functionality of all of the AI units, you know, all of the AI players. So if you're allying with a hard player, they're getting all the bonuses too. And so they are, you know, you're gaining a little bit more than you would allying on a lower difficulty. So anytime you get to ally with somebody on the higher difficulty, it's going to feel, it's going to change how easy the game feels by a larger amount than when you take an alliance on a lower difficulty, I suppose. Because really, the reason this doesn't feel hard is the Decimus is winning the game for us. Anyway, that's it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we're gonna burn through the last few turns and probably like a big battle here on this map, and then we will see what else is in store for us. And we'll see you then.